Now I'm traveling to Suqian on the trail of the Emperor Qianlong. His reign in the 18th century was a golden age in Chinese history, known for a prosperity that the Grand Canal made possible. By that time, it was a well-developed waterway system for the transportation of food, and it helped create some of China's richest agricultural areas.
This section of the Grand Canal is part of the same route that Emperor Qianlong used to take when he would go from the north of the country to the south of the country, conducting state affairs in the 18th century.
The canal was a fast and easy way to conduct affairs of state, or take time off in one of the many palaces Qianlong eventually built. This one is named after the emperor himself, and it's considered one of the best examples of classic Chinese architecture. This is such a nice place to come and photograph after being on the water and seeing how frenetic life can be out there. And it's so nice and peaceful and relaxing and just aesthetically stunning. To find out more about the palace in Qianlong, I've looked up Shirley Xia, a local guide.
The Emperor Qianlong stayed here 5 times.
This imposing palace was merely a rest stop for the emperor while he traveled the Grand Canal. But he never traveled alone. An entire family and numerous court officials accompanied him. So they needed a place big enough for the entire entourage.
The layout of this palace is similar to the Qing Palace in Beijing, with more than 20 buildings, pavilions, and the altars.
There are stone tablets here with poems written by Qianlong himself.
All of the poems are about how to control the flood of the Grand Canal and the Yellow River. You can see the poems on the tablet now.
So every time he passed
The builders of the Grand Canal used adjacent rivers to fill the canal and to facilitate construction. But flooding was a frequent problem, dumping sediment and stopping large food transport vessels from freely traveling their routes. It was a constant worry for the emperor.
That's pretty wild that each time he wrote about the flooding.
Yes.
This is the perfect time to be in a palace like this because the light comes in and it's just a perfect interplay of sunlight and shadows, and there's so many cool architectural details here that I can always photograph. I love it.